Hey, well there we go. So we've completed 30 tasks in a row, 50 points. That's awesome. So sweet. Very nice. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a new task. I'm not sure if I'm gonna carry on Slayer because I do have a lot of skilling and questing ahead of me. So I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna definitely see. It all depends on if I'm in the mood to continue Slayer, but we definitely have to get a lot of grinding in today, so we might be cutting it short after this task here. Okay guys, so I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about something. I know with an Iron Man there's typically certain rules about, sorry, hold on one second. There's typically certain rules about things being added into the game and things changing. This is obviously just today. Bandos, or sorry, all the Armadillo, Bandos, and Ceradom, or sorry, Ancient, I guess Ancient, whatever Ancient is, that's all released now. So now we're gonna be in a position where we basically have to kind of decide what we're gonna do in terms of allowing us to use this kind of stuff or not. I honestly feel like this is something that's not too game changing, and it's still relatively out there. I have to go collect the clue scroll, so it's a hard enough update that it shouldn't just be an addition. I feel like it should be a goal. So I think one of my goals now is going to be completing a full God book other than the Ceradom and Zamorak and Guthix, as well as one of them or all three. Preferably all three. One of them would be fine. And then these ones, I would prefer the Bandos book, but honestly any book will do. They all look, you know, relatively useful. Also the stamina potions should be good. I'm pretty sure those are all self-sufficient, so I don't think that should cause any bit of a problem. We'll revisit the stamina potions when I know more about them, and see if that is something that I'd have to be worried about, but I don't think it would be. If you want to check out the full form post, just go to Old School RuneScape website. You'll find it. It's right there on the front page. So just wanted to stop by and tell you guys kind of what I'm looking at with the new update, and we're probably going to be going for some God books. Probably long-term goal, but it's there at least. So I'm in the middle of working on Recipe for Disaster, and I'm about to get 65 strength. Huh, as if. Of course I'd be 1 XP off. 65 strength, awesome. That's great. Exactly what I needed. Gonna keep going. We're probably gonna work our way up. I don't know if I'm gonna stop to do some training in between the questing or not, which I usually do. We'll definitely see. If I train, I'm usually just going to train on something that's going to drop clues as well. So, yeah, you can look out for that. Maybe there'll be a decent amount of clue loot put into this video, because I know it's going to be really boring with just quest completes and skilling. So I'll try to spice it up with some clue loot and barrows here and there. I'm recording all the quests that I do, just a few, but here's Big Chompy Bird Hunting. I'm working on Recipe for Disaster, so it's obviously something that I need to get done. And there we go. Sweet. On to the next quest. Another quest down. One more step closer to our barrows gloves, so that's pretty awesome. So this is Biohazard complete. Yet another step closer. And eventually, okay, I don't understand. Let's carry on this conversation. Come on, give me my quest so I can move on. I want to move on with my life. Thank you. Awesome. I'm gone. Alright, Murder Mystery is down. Another quest down. Just probably a few more to go, so let's keep doing this. So guys, just figured I'd stop you in. We got 63 cooking. Actually did quite a bit of well, not quite a bit. I farmed 600 lobs, quite a bit. That's nothing. I farmed 600 lobs. I got about 2 fishing levels, I think. Really would like to get that 70 cooking. It's going to take a while though, so it's not going to be anything that I can get right away, but hopefully in the next day or so I'll be able to do it. It's hard to gather all the fish. Like, it just takes time to gather the fish and then cook them. The cooking part's not the hard part, it's the fishing part that is rather difficult, which sucks, but you know, whatever. We're gonna get through it together. So I've basically been questing. I'm sure you guys have seen in the last clips. So we're gonna probably continue on with that. I'm pretty much just gonna finish these lobs and continue questing and pretty much get almost close to having my recipe for disaster done. So this is what we're done so far. We need Evil Dave, which is what we're gonna work on next. We already have our cat and everything. We just need to do Shadow of the Storm, which I believe I just need to do the Golem, and then I can go ahead and do it. And then the Monkey Ambassador, I think, requires a 70 cooking. Yes, so I can't do that one yet. The Agi is easy, and Sir Amakane's, I need to start Legends quest. I don't think that's going to be too hard. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get all the requirements to start with Legends. So, all very good. I'll be back when I start working on a little bit of quests or I'm doing something actually significant. Alright guys, so I think it's been 4 days, maybe more. So I'm not expecting a lot of stuff, but we'll see. Hopefully, you know, it's over 100. Hey, wow! Oh, wow! Okay, that's a lot more than I thought it would be. 1,200 flax. That's amazing. I'm actually really happy about that. We also have 3,700 coal, sapphire diamond, what are these seeds, maritel, and a guam. Cool. Cool. That's, I wasn't really expecting 1k. Alright, let's oh wow, we still have 215 here. Well, let's go ahead and deposit some more. We're gonna go ahead and deposit the whole 165. Cool. And the coffer's at 417. We'll still need to refill that. That's still, that's a very nice amount of coal there, so that's pretty cool. I do want to do a good portion of my coal farming in the Motherlode mine though, so I won't need to be worrying about that too much. Now I do need some cooking, and I've been debating on getting the uncooked fish, but I'm pretty sure that I can just grind my fishing out. So yeah, and it's better if I grind my fishing out because then I can get in the fishing guild too. So I think that's what I'll do. I don't think I'll change my kingdom. I like my kingdom the way it is right now. I'll probably end up doing Royal Trouble, you know, a little bit after I get most of the requirements out for Barrows gloves. So far, I've been streaming a good amount of Recipe for Disaster. I've also been doing the voiceovers over the screenshots, so you've had to kind of suffer through a few of those. But if you do want to see some of the progress, it's all on live stream here. You can go into my past broadcasts and everything should be there. So as you can see, we have the Monkey Ambassador left, which is going to take 48 agility and 70 cooking. And then the next one there is this one, which I require Legends quest, which requires a handful of skills, underground pass, and a few other quests that need to get done. Realistically, it's not as bad as it seems, other than underground pass. So yeah, that's basically where we're going in terms of questing. Hopefully getting towards where we can get our Barrows gloves as quick as possible. Awesome. So far, spinning the flax, we've gotten 58 crafting. We won't get another crafting level, not out of the flax that we have. Maybe next time, sure, but not right now. Yeah, so we can't make anything too special, but we're just that much closer to getting to the point of getting our glory. And also, blue dragonhide is really going to be a beneficial source of something, because I haven't gotten any of the treasure trail dragonhides, which I was hoping on getting, and I'm pretty sure they drop out of medium, so I just haven't gotten any of them yet. Hopefully I get them soon, or we find some way to get my crafting up so I can get my blue dragonhide. That would just make range a lot easier, and plus I can prep for a fire cape relatively early by getting all of those materials. So I think, you know, in the long term, in terms of 1 month, I'm gonna say that I want my fire cape by the end of next month. Seems kind of reasonable, or at least be ready to start attempts by the end of next month. Not so much have the fire cape. So I think that's what's going to be the main focus. On top of things like barrows gloves, those are going to be absolutely crucial, especially if I want to go for the fire cape. So I'm going to need every little bit that I can get by myself to go in there. Plus, I'm going to hopefully get some nice barrows drops. If I do get a Carol's crossbow, that would mean absolutely everything to the account. If I don't, we're still not out. We can use broad bolts, and I'll get my fletching up so I can fletch diamond bolts for the actual Jad fight. So either way, I'll have the weapon to do it. It's not going to be a problem, but Carol's crossbow is just going to make everything easier because I'm doing tons of barrows. And if I do barrows enough to get like 4K bolt racks, which is probably something like 100 chests, maybe a lot more. Actually, yeah, that's probably like 200, 300 chests. I'm hoping that after 200, 300 chests, I have a Carol's crossbow. And that's mainly the focus from there. Plus, the random leveling that we're doing on the account. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it, but if I do, it'd just be absolutely helpful. But if not, I'm totally fine with the rune crossbow and broad bolts. They're both going to be okay. I'm going to be able to achieve both of them in time. So I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to get that done and be able to get into pretty much a fire cape situation relatively soon. So that's the plans as of now, and we're going to be moving on from there. Guys, so sorry I accidentally recorded the wrong screen, but as you can see, I can now make you longbows. I am 70 fletching. That kingdom bowstring really helped out there. So awesome. That's going to generate a lot of money for the account, so I'm really happy about that. So with all that bowstring, I ended up making some logs, and I'm now high alching them with the mats that I have, and I hit 60 magic. Pretty cool. That does mean that we can use our god spells, which are awesome. That's something that I'm definitely going to go for, so we're probably going to do that probably a little after we finish the 2 other parts of Recipe for Disaster here, and then we'll go to the mage arena, because obviously we can't kill the Colomancer until we have 175 quest points. So that'll be maybe a week or so in questing that I might have to do. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm just gonna show you my chat log here to show you what I've done. And like I said, I'm never gonna really show you every single level. There's there's no point. There'd be so many agility clips in the video, and there's only gonna be one more, and that's gonna be whenever I'm done. So I'm not done yet, but as you can see, welcome to RuneScape. Congratulations, you just achieved an agility level, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. We're at 48 agility, so now we have the requirement to do Recipe for Disaster. I'm not gonna stop at 48. I found it to be extremely beneficial on my main to just grind for 70, just do that grind. And I see a lot of people not making that grind, and from 60 to 70, it's about a day's work. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in one day. Obviously, I may like spread it out. Not like last time. Last time I got sent to the bot worlds 3 times that day, and I was totally on for 15 hours doing agility. I was dead afterwards. I did not want to play this game afterwards, so that's what I did. Oh, and on a side note, guys, I hit 99 fletching on my main account. So my first 99, I'm actually going to be going for 99 prayer, which is going to be cool. I'm going to be doing streams and everything when I get that 99 prayer for the main account, and expect some videos coming out on the main account. I usually just put up progress videos just because it's nice to kind of have that on the channel and kind of incorporate all my accounts within the channel. Not to say that that's going to have more videos. The Iron Man is still going to be the main series on the YouTube channel for now. So that's typically the plan. This is where we're at so far with the Iron Man. We are actually one level away. I didn't even notice that. One level away from 1100 total level. I think last episode I hit 1,000. This is absolutely insane. So we're really going there, and you know, we don't have things like construction or anything like that. So if you look at my my skills, most of my skills are either over 4 or over 50, or at least moving towards that. I think the only ones that are the exception right now is farming, hunter, construction, and thieving. I think those are the only ones that have really hit some sort of standstill. But everything else, you can see my fishing, cooking, both almost 70. My fire making's 50. Yeah, rune crafting is something that I'm obviously gonna work for as soon as I get my agility. So I don't really like that's my game. I'm definitely gonna be a high level rune crafting on this account. I do not doubt that. So honestly, I don't really add that to the stopped skills. It's just in pause at the moment. Yeah, we're almost 50 defense. We are almost 50 agility. We're getting there. We're gonna get to 50 herbalore. Herbalore just takes a while. As soon as I really start slaying, get some aberrant specters and some Turoth tasks, I'll be able to bring in a bunch of herbs, you know, farm secondaries on the side and what have you, and do it that way. So that's pretty much the plan there for that. That's you know, how we're gonna, you know, typically do most things for the account right now, is just kind of spreading out and making a good baseline for what we need. Now, one thing that I do want to work on really soon is obviously 53 thieving, I think it is, for Desert Treasure. I do want that. I do need 50 thieving for Legends quests anyway, so I do want to do all of that. So that's all very, very exciting, guys. I'll bring you back to catch my 1100 total level, and then I'll bring you back again to show you when I'm done agility, and then we'll move on to something else. To be perfectly honest with you, it's probably going to be fishing and cooking. So, you know, this is why I didn't want to put out a video for a couple of days, just because most of it was going to be skilling, because I had to get this stuff done. If I wanted barrows gloves in the time that I wanted, I had to just take some time to get through some skills. So during that time, I obviously AFK'd Fletching and everything else like that. Anyway, I don't want to ramble. I think this clip is long enough, so I will see you guys when I'm 1100. But I'm sorry, guys, I failed you. 1100 total level, and we got another agility level. I wasn't even thinking. So 1100. That's awesome. We're definitely moving up. Like my main was around this level when I came back a few months ago, and I shot up in levels, so I'm expecting pretty much the same thing on this account. I'm pretty confident that I can do it faster than what I did it on my main, even though it's an Iron Man. So I'm excited. Awesome, guys, so we just hit 50 agi. I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break, not to do anything exciting. We're just gonna go and fish and cook. So yeah. I have 86 marks of grace, so I can buy some graceful pieces. And yeah, I eventually will get the full set. So I'm gonna go fishing and mining, or sorry, fishing and cooking, and then maybe I'll come back to Agi. Literally after fishing and cooking for an entire day straight. This is the morning after, actually. It's early in the morning, and there it is, 70 cooking. God, I've worked so hard for this. I'm sorry that this video is just, I warned you guys, it's going to be long and full of skilling and questing. But now we have 70 cooking, so we can go ahead and do the next part of Monkey Madness, or not Monkey Madness, next part of Recipe for Disaster, and then we can move on from there. While I'm here, I figured that I would show you guys, oh, and Admiral Pie, doesn't really matter, I'm already at a fishing level that I need to be, so, you know, whatever. So we're gonna go in here. Yeah, so now we have a decent amount of food for, say, barrows or whatever. I want to keep the tuna and make tuna potatoes. The only reason being is for things like, you know, Jad, because I'm obviously not going to have Sarah Brews going into Jad. And any sort of bossing like DKs, it'd always be great to have tuna potatoes over sharks, or something like that. Eventually, I'll just be fishing sharks too, but tuna potatoes seems like a great option right now. So while I'm down here in the Rogue's Den, actually I wanted to take out my Marks of Grace, and I wanted to decide which pieces I wanted to buy. Now, I do kind of know that there's a different efficiency by buying different pieces, but I just want to check the prices here. Because the thing is, if I can buy, say, gloves, cape, and hood, that's absolutely perfect for things like rune crafting. So I could do that. Hold on. I need to decide. I can obviously buy the hood and the cape. And then I could leave the gloves for my next purchase, and then go ahead and buy the Graceful legs and top there. I'm not gonna buy any amylase stacks, and actually I talked about it in a previous clip about everything coming into the game. I can't remember the god pages, something like the god pages or something like that. The god pages I will use. I'm not using stamina potions. I feel like they break the game too much, especially for something like an Iron Man. It totally takes away from it. Yes, I'm absolutely going to use them on my main account, 100%. That's going to make rune crafting and everything absolutely so much easier. But there's no way that I'm going to use a stamina potion on my Iron Man. It wasn't in the game before I started the Iron Man. I feel like it gives an unfair advantage to what other Iron Men have done, because most of the Iron Man thing is a grind. So that's that. And while I'm sitting here, I'm just going to go ahead and buy my two pieces. While I'm talking to you guys, I did want to talk a little bit of pest control. Now, I did pest control, and I didn't know that it was soloable, but Wooks came out with a video just a few days ago showing basically pest control being soloable. I will not use pest control anymore. I'm not going to get any pest control points. I'm absolutely done with pest control. The reason being is it's against my rules to actually not solo pest control. I need to be soloing pest control to make it legit, and I'm not going to solo pest control, so I'm just not going to go for any pieces of void. It's as simple as that. So that's the plan right now. So we're going to go ahead and move up next with the recipe for disaster here, and keep on moving forward with that, and we'll take steps into there. Like, eventually I just want to get my recipe for disaster out of the way, and that way I can move deep into Slayer and really grind out that, plus doing barrows runs along the way. So I will see you guys when I'm doing something else and finding my next thing to work on. It's probably going to be the Monkey Madness part of the recipe for disaster quest. So that's probably what I'm going to work on next. Alright guys, we finally finished the Monkey Madness part of Recipe for Disaster. That is right, we have our stuffed snake here, and I believe that's rune gloves unlocked, which is pretty awesome. We are going to free Ceramic Haze, or Varez. I'm not sure if it's going to be today. It all depends on if I can get the achievements for actual legends and everything. I think I'm almost there. I just need the thieving and the quest points, and then after that I'm pretty much done and good to go. So as soon as this dialogue's over, that is the quest complete. Wow, we get 10,000 Agi experience from that. I actually wasn't expecting that. We now can also teleport to Apatol. Not really going to be the biggest deal, and 10,000 cooking. So pretty sweet. One council member left, just him. So we're going to go ahead and start Legends Quest and get that started and get ready to pretty much quest for the Colormancer, because we are only 94 quest points. I believe we need 175. So still need pretty much half my quests, so I don't have. And just insult to injury, I'm eating the snake. Nom 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 nom. Alright, peace out guys. So I'm just getting my smithing up here so I can do the next part of Recipe for Disaster. It requires 50 smithing, also requires 45 herbal ore and everything else. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all that done in terms of for the video, because you know, I don't want you guys waiting too long for the next video to come out and just waiting for me to get, you know, dragon gloves. would be kind of anticlimactic since I'm not getting barrows gloves this episode. That's pretty much confirmed that I can't do all those quests. Well, I could, but rather you'd be waiting another 3 or 4 days for the actual episode when I want this out, you know, the night after I'm speaking now. So, but the reason why I'm bringing you guys in is because we just hit a certain part in the odometer here where we are 1111 total level. We're really making a lot of progress considering how much, like, or how long ago I actually started the account. Like, this is great. We're almost at 6 mil. To be honest, like, we're really going. So I'm really happy with everything on the account so far. And once I get barrows gloves, that's just gonna be a huge thing out of the way, huge, you know, weight off me, and then I can focus a lot of my time into Slayer and bossing, doing things like early DKs. That's definitely something that I really want to go for. I'm 60 mage right now. I can do DKs, so I just need to get a few things ready, get a crystal shield, and, you know, pretty much go to DKs. So, like, I really plan to have a berserker ring in the near future. These are all things that I'm really working on getting. And barrows gloves is just gonna be that one step closer to all of that. So we're not getting anything until barrows gloves, but barrows gloves should be within the week or two. I don't think it'll be long. Definitely dragon gloves will be by tomorrow, either the end of this video if I'm fast enough, or possibly the next video. So one of the videos, and then you'll probably end up seeing at the end of next week. You'll probably end up seeing the barrows gloves being achieved, and that's pretty much the ultimate plan here. So once the barrows gloves are achieved, there's different goals to open up. So as you can see, I'm kind of working off a stepping stone. First I wanted to go do barrows, now I want my barrows gloves, then I'm going to be going to DKs, you know what I mean? So there's a huge stepping stone up from that, so you can kind of see, and I'm going to be doing Slayer and skilling all in between of all the main tasks until we get to the point where we are soloing God Wars. Ultimately, my end goals are to be able to PVM every boss that is soloable. That includes the solo strat for the spider boss out in the wilderness, just like pest control. Pest control is soloable, so I would have to solo it. Everything like that. I want to solo everything. I'm probably not going to solo pest control. Like I said before in the last clip, I'm probably not playing pest control anymore. There's no point. I didn't spend my points. I got 11k from it, so, you know, I'll drop 11k. That's really not going to make a difference to the account or not. So I'm not really that upset that I found out. I'm actually happy that I found out this early, because every Iron Man has done pest control, but most Iron Men actually got their void, and no Iron Men actually dropped their void after Wook soloed the thing, including Bodhi. Bodhi actually said that he would make it an exception with pest control. So that's just one of the things that I wanted to exclude, just totally cut out, just so there's no, you know, weird vibes about that. I still have like quests like Shades of Morton. I still haven't done it. I do plan on doing the actual quest, but in terms of to get split bark items, I'm not going to do the quest, or I'm not going to get them that way because they can be farmed in the wilderness. But that would be like elites. That's way down the road. So yeah, I just wanted to take the time out just to give you a quick shot of the progress here, show you where we're at, and kind of give you a glimpse of where we're going. Right, we just hit 59 mining. We're working towards right now our goal of 50 smithing, and we're gonna get our dragon glove parts of Recipe for Disaster done. Unfortunately, I'm gonna leave the episode here. I was looking through it. I know there's some things that I gotta cut out and a few other things, but generally the episode is pretty long, and I've been having a lot of encoding problems, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and I don't want to have it too long of an episode that I can't render at all. And I know that this episode is not exciting whatsoever. It's just a bunch of skilling, but hey, this is part of the game, so you guys are gonna have to deal with it, especially with the progress videos. I'm sure nobody really minds, But you know, I guess there would be some people that just be pissed off, like, oh, what are you doing? You're just skilling all the time. So you know, obviously I need to dedicate my time to skills so I can get certain achievements in PVM. So that's where we're working at. We're just working to our end game goal here. So it's all eventually going to happen. I really appreciate you guys watching. Again, the series has been doing great. You guys love it. I'm going to keep doing it as long as everyone keeps liking it, and as long as I'm still having fun with it. No plans on stopping. So I want to end off the episode here. I do want to say that next episode we should be able to get our dragon gloves, and I'll actually be able to fit in some barrows and some clue loots as well. I haven't really been able to do any at all this weekend. So to be honest, I haven't done any Slayer or anything else like that. This is pretty much the last day of my big grind here. Almost at dragon gloves, and then once I get the dragon gloves, then I can work on something else until I'm 175 quest points, which realistically shouldn't be too long, as I've said before. Alright guys, anyway, that's the video. Like I said, sorry again that it's just skilling, but hope you guys still enjoyed, and I will see you guys for the next episode.